Tonight on WTOP-10 Nightly News, New York is under a drought. Watch what you need to know.
Plus, SUNY Oswego is holding flu shots on campus.
And what you need to know about traveling this week for Thanksgiving break.
WTOP-10 Nightly News starts now.
Welcome to WTOP-10 Nightly News. I'm Suad Hamoud.
And I'm Mike Neckers.
As many people get excited for turkey this Thanksgiving, Oswego students will be traveling back home starting Friday. Students will be driving, taking the bus, and even flying back home this break. Routes home may change, however, with construction on Interstate 81, so be prepared for ongoing traffic.
Currently, parts of Interstate 690, both the east and westbound lanes, will be down to one lane between I-81 and 481. Many students use the interstate to drive home. This major highway connects to the I-90 as well as to the Syracuse-Hancock International Airport. For students without a way to get home this break, there is a shuttle bus that will charge students a fee of $35 and will take students to the airport as well as to the Syracuse Regional Transportation Center.
The Office of International Education celebrates the 2024 International Education Week. The celebration happens this week from 8 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. The celebration will include delicious cultural foods to engaging in conversations with study abroad alumni. Walk-up hours with international students or study abroad mentors will be available at tabling. Everyone on campus is invited.
And as the giving season is upon us, SUNY Oswego's University Police is currently hosting a fundraising campaign in support of Blessings in a Backpack, a nonprofit organization dedicated to providing meals to students within the Oswego community. Just $175 can help supply one student with weekend meals for an entire calendar year. While more than half of the fundraising events have already occurred, UP will be tabling in Marano Campus Center from 10 a.m. until 2 p.m. tomorrow and Wednesday of this week.
SUNY Oswego will be holding an event on flu shots for faculty, staff, and students. The university's partnership with Wegmans Pharmacy will be providing multiple flu vaccination clinics at the Sweatman Gym. The event will be open from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. on November 20th. Walk-ins are welcome. However, organizers strongly recommend you make an appointment.
SUNY Oswego's State Employees Federated Appeal Campaign, known as SEFA, has its annual Baskets of Caring fundraiser coming up. The event will have over 15 different themed raffle baskets with a total of over $4,000 in items loaded into the baskets. Participants can buy raffle tickets at $1 apiece from 10 a.m. until 3 p.m. on November 20th and November 21st at the Marano Campus Center concourse. And live drawings will take place on Thursday, November 21st, immediately following the tabling.
The weather has been a bit of a roller coaster this past temperature-wise.
Yeah, so it certainly has. I wonder how long it's going to last. For the answer to that question, we'll send it over to Storm Team 10 meteorologist Emma Sechner.
Hi, I'm Emma Sechner, and the headlines for this week is that it's mostly going to be a rainy week with rain starting on Thursday or Wednesday, and that temperatures will get colder as the week progresses. Now back to the desk.
All of New York State is experiencing a drought watch, with the southeastern corner facing an even more severe warning. More than half of the state is at high risk of facing a rapid wildfire spread. Drought relief could come later this week from a strong storm moving in from the Midwest. Governor Hochul says that this drought may be affected from the warm weather and the lack of precipitation.
And with the holidays right around the corner, it's looking to be anything but a white Christmas in the greater Northeast as wildfires continue to spread in the area. The towns of Warwick and Wattawa Park and Greenwood Lake, New York, evacuated over 150 homes, giving local firefighters a chance to protect these homes in the area. Due to the continued dry weather, New York County's Schenectady, Albany, Rensselaer, Greene, Columbia, Ulster, and Dutchess are all at increased risk for wildfires.
New York State Education Department released assessment test score from the 2023-2024 school year this past Thursday. The results show an increase in math proficiency and a decline in ELA. Statewide, 54% of students tested proficient in math last year, up 2 percentage points from the previous year. A total of 46% were proficient in ELA, down 2 percentage points in comparison to the year prior. Coming up on WTOP-10 Nightly News, more information on the effects of a tropical storm in Honduras.
Plus, more information on a plane crash in Pennsylvania.
Put the keys down, Kevin.
But I'm gonna drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
I guess I have really been looking for love in this dating app. Yep, I'm definitely gonna call a ride home.
We'll deep dive into our feelings in our Real Talk segment. Stay tuned because it's about to get real.
What's going on?
Yeah, dude, we go on at like 11:30. It's like
No.
What do you mean no?
It's 10:30.
10:30?
Matt, it's 10:30.
What do you mean it's 10:30?
Hey, don't touch that. That's my ladder.
Hey, man.
Whoa. You know this book was already discounted 10%?
Wow.
Wow.
Get a close-up of that one. Matthew,
Broadcast news.
Look at that.
Can we go back inside? I want to sleep in the studio again.
Hi, I'm Emma Sechner with your weather, and as you can see, Oswego is going to be 49 degrees right now, with Cleveland, Ohio being 53, and Pittsburgh being 55. And for the next few days, you can expect the rain to be primarily around Thursday, Friday, but we do have a chance of it starting on Tuesday and continuing until Saturday. So for the forecast, clouds, they'll be going over Oswego. We can expect it to be cloudy on Tuesday, and it will just continue throughout the week of just cloudy skies. And this is Wednesday at 8:30, still cloudy. And then as we go on to Thursday, it will start to rain, and that's, you can see it in the radar here. And it will just continue on. Now for tonight, the weather will be 38 degrees with cloudy skies and a north-northeast winds with 5 to 10 miles per hour. And moving on to tomorrow, you can expect it to be a high of 48, partly sunny, with easterly winds at 6 to 8 miles per hour. And for planning your day tomorrow, it's going to be mostly cloudy. And 9 a.m., 43, I recommend a jacket. And then around lunchtime, 47. 3 are high, which is 48. 6, it's going to be 45. And then by 9, it's going to go back to 44. I recommend wearing a hoodie, sneakers. It's not really going to rain tomorrow, but it will still be a little chilly. For this week, you can expect Tuesday, high of 48. Wednesday, it might rain. There's a 20 to 30% chance. 54 is the high and the low is 41. Thursday, it will definitely rain. The high will be 46 and the low will be 39. Friday, you'd expect it to also rain again. with a high of 45, a low of 38. Saturday, the high will be 47 and the low will be 39. Sunday, it's going to continue on raining with a high of 45 and a low of 38. Monday, the high is going to be 44. If you're expecting to travel on Friday, Saturday to go home for break, I recommend being careful on the roads. And that's all from me. Now back to the desk.
2 people are injured after a small plane crashed into a parked plane in Buckingham Township, Pennsylvania today. Officials say the plane was taking off from Doylestown Airport when the crash occurred. No one was inside the parked plane at the time of the incident. Authorities say 2 people inside the moving plane were taken to the hospital for evaluation. The FAA is investigating.
And a school bus crash in Nevada injured the driver and 6 children this morning. Las Vegas police say the accident happened after 6 a.m. where it is said a white car driven by a suspected drunk driver ran a stop sign. The bus proceeded to crash into a tree after the collision. The bus driver was hospitalized with a possible broken leg, and police say the 6 children were able to go home with their families. The driver of the car has been arrested on DUI charges, but the investigation is still ongoing.
There was a major breach of security for one of Britain's royal residencies. Masked thieves broke into the grounds of Windsor Castle, while members of the British royal family were believed to be asleep nearby. Police said the incident took place last month, but what they stole may surprise you.
You would have thought it was one of the most secure compounds in Britain, a base for all the UK's senior royals. But that didn't stop burglars from breaking into Windsor Castle grounds. Police say thieves entered a farm building on the Crown Estate land late on Sunday, October the 13th, stealing a pickup truck and a quad bike before making their escape. The farm just minutes away from Windsor Castle and from Adelaide Cottage, where the Prince and Princess of Wales have a family home, and they were likely there that night. There's no indication that the royal family were targeted or ever in any danger. But the incident does show another security breach surrounding the royals. Kate and William live on the estate in a cottage during school term time with their children, and they don't live with any staff, so it does raise questions. And for their part, Kensington and Buckingham Palace both say they don't comment on security matters. The break-in just days before King Charles and Queen Camilla's long flight to visit Australia and Samoa. The couple weren't at Windsor when the break-in took place. Incidents like this aren't new, and this one certainly not the most serious. In 2021, a man broke into Windsor Castle itself, wearing a mask and armed with this weapon, a crossbow. The 19-year-old was hoping to kill Queen Elizabeth II. But he was stopped before he could harm her. Still, the incident raising serious concerns about security around the royal family. Max Foster, CNN London.
Sunday morning, it was confirmed by authorities that an underwater cable was cut between Germany and Finland. This important cable is responsible for both the internet and communication between the two countries. Both countries' ministers released a joint statement saying European security was under threat from the Russian-Ukraine war, but also malicious factors. Currently, what caused the breakage is unknown, but it is under investigation.
200 people are dead in Honduras, and almost 120,000 people are affected after Tropical Storm Sarah ravages the area. Authorities so far say 4 people have been injured, and other 7,000 people have been rescued, also leaving 200 homes destroyed and over 3,000 homes have been damaged. Currently, experts say Tropical Storm Sarah should weaken in the Gulf of Mexico, but states such as Florida should prepare for high winds. Coming up later tonight, why is sitting so much bad for you?
And McDonald's is trying to make a comeback.
Jill told me it was Kitty from Glee. Yeah, what is it?
It's Al Roker.
With sports and news and what to do, we're here for you. It's your TV, you're watching WTOP. Your TV, thanks for watching WTOP.
What's going on?
Yeah, dude, we go on at like 11:30. It's like.
No.
What do you mean no?
It's 10:30.
10:30?
Yeah, it's 10:30.
What do you mean it's 10:30?
Hey, don't touch that. That's my ladder.
Hey, man.
Whoa. You know this book was already discounted 10%?
Wow.
Wow.
Get a close up of that one.
Broadcast news.
Look at that.
Can we go back inside? I want to sleep in the studio again.
Welcome back to WTOP-10 Nightly News. Spirit Airlines has filed for bankruptcy protection. While guests can continue to book flights and fly as the company restructures its debt, the company expects its common stock to be canceled and have no value. The airline was left with little options as it's facing a lose of $3.1 billion in debt. While Spirit can emerge stronger after filing for bankruptcy, it could also end up another airline being forced to liquidate.
Some Cash App users have less than a day to collect money from a $15 million settlement. The settlement came from a class action lawsuit after a data breach in 2021. In order to qualify, customers must have had unauthorized withdrawals or transfers from their accounts that took place between August 23, 2018 and August 20th of this year. The deadline is Tuesday at 2 a.m. Eastern Time.
Today is National Injury Prevention Day. In the U.S., injuries that could have been prevented are a leading cause of death for children between the ages of 1 and 19. In today's Health Minute, Mandy Gaither has tips for caregivers and parents to keep kids safe.
From car crashes to firearms, drownings, and unsafe sleep spaces, unintentional injuries are killing U.S. children.
These deaths are preventable. They don't need to happen.
Pediatric emergency medicine Dr. Manisha Agarwal with Children's Healthcare of Atlanta says parents can help prevent some of the main dangers children face. For babies, make sure they sleep on their back, alone in a clear crib to lower suffocation risk. Once kids are older, drowning becomes a leading cause of death. Agarwal says to make sure children can't access water while unsupervised.
So making sure you have good pool fences, that you're using life jackets when you're out on natural bodies of water.
Ingestions are also a concern for young children. Agarwal says to keep button batteries and other small items out of a child's reach so they don't end up in their mouth. Car crashes are also a leading cause of death. She says to make sure children are in the seat recommended for their age and size and make sure all seats are properly installed. The next concern, firearms.
It's really important that if you have a gun in your home, that you keep it away from your child, that you store it safely, that you lock it up and make sure that your child cannot access it.
Finally, Agarwal says to make sure your child wears a helmet on things like bikes and scooters and it fits and is worn properly. For Health Minute, I'm Mandy Gaither.
Doctors also say it's important to keep up with products recalls, and continuing to use unsafe products cause unnecessary risks.
A new study finds that sitting too much may be linked to heart disease. Researchers looked at data from people wearing an accelerometer and compared their sedentary and active time and found that more sedentary time had a greater risk to cardiovascular diseases like stroke, heart attack, and heart failure in later years. The study says it recommends not sitting more than 10.6 hours in a day.
After last month's E. coli outbreak, McDonald's is trying to win back customers. More than 100 people were sickened from the outbreak, which caused sales to nosedive. Now McDonald's is investing $100 million to help get business back on track. The money invested will be going into a new marketing campaign for a new chicken nuggets value meal, while the rest is going to help the franchises that were affected the most by the outbreak.
And coming up in sports is Luke Ratty. Luke, can you give us a quick preview?
Hey guys, stay tuned for all the latest sports news. The Oswego Lakers roll through whiteout weekend, and Danny Dimes' days with New York might finally be numbered. And can the Packers finally beat the, can the Bears finally beat the Packers? All that and more coming up next.
I know kids worry about a lot of things. Getting enough food to eat shouldn't be one of them. Through a nationwide network of food banks, Feeding America serves virtually every community in the United States. See how you can help your community. Visit feedingamerica.org.
Did you know dragging chains can spark a wildfire?
Only you can prevent wildfires.
We're here for you, we're here for you. This is your channel 2. With sports and news and what to do, we're here for you. It's your TV, you're watching WTOP. Your TV, thanks for watching WTOP.
Free.
Free.
And it could be your
Welcome back to WTOP-10 Nightly News. I'm your sports guy, so let's get to it. The weekly SUNYAC Awards for men's hockey has the Lakers written all over it. Oswego teammates Travis Baker, Brandon Milberg, and Jesse Horacek are the SUNYAC Men's Ice Hockey Athlete of the Week, Goaltender of the Week, and Rookie of the Week, respectfully. Baker and Horacek, who are both freshmen, are having amazing starts to their college careers, while Milberg is doing a nice job replacing former goalie Cal Shell in his sophomore year. Congrats to the players, and here's to more SUNYAC Award sweeps in the future. Sticking with hockey, the Oswego Lakers had a great whiteout weekend, winning both nights and dominating the Potsdam Bears on Saturday night. What started out as a 1-1 affair quickly turned into a sweet-tastic Saturday. The Lakers would score 2 more goals in the first, add another pair in the second, and ultimately they would come away with an impressive 6-1 victory. Brandon Milberg was also outstanding in the game, recording 15 saves on 16 shots. Next up, the Lakers will host the Buffalo State Bengals Friday, November 22nd at 7 p.m. Moving over to baseball, the Pittsburgh Pirates found something positive in a pretty negative season. Pittsburgh Pirates right-hander Paul Skeens was named the National League's Rookie of the Year on Monday, beating out a loaded field headlined by players like Jackson Merrill and Jackson Chourio after posting one of the best rookie campaigns for a pitcher in Major League history. The former #1 draft pick lived up to his name, posting an 11-3 record with a 1.96 ERA in 23 starts across 133 innings. And ending off with football, Danny Dimes is done. The New York Giants have benched Daniel Jones and named Tommy DeVito as their new starting quarterback. Giants coach Brian Dable announced Monday that the struggling Daniel Jones will be New York's third-string quarterback going forward, behind DeVito and Drew Lock, who will remain in the backup role. Things just haven't worked out for Danny Derps with Big Boo, and it feels like this is the finishing blow on his sad Giants career. The Giants are 2-8. And sticking with football, the Packers taking on the Bears at Soldier Field. Josh Jacobs runs it in for a huge touchdown there to give the Packers the lead later on. Bears need a score to take the lead back. DeAndre Swift says, whatever you can do, I can do better. Takes it all the way down. He's rumbling into the end zone, and he gets in there for 6. A huge play there for the Bears. Moving on, fourth quarter, 3:11 to go. Jordan Love in the pocket, dancing, trying to make something happen out of nothing. And he runs for it from the 14-yard line, dives to the pylon. He would not make it in, stopped just short, but eventually he would push it in himself on a QB sneak. Later on, 4th and 3, game on the line for the Bears. Caleb Williams heaves it up for Roma Dunze, who makes the catch. A huge grab there. And now you're all thinking, oh, the Bears got this, right? All they need is a field goal, no problem. Wrong. Huge block there by the Packers. An impressive play on special teams. They had to have it. A huge block there by Brooks. He gets his hand up, gets a little piece of that football, but that was all it took, and the Packers would find a way to beat the Bears yet again. Stay tuned for more after the break.
Say, President Stanley, whenever there's bad weather, who would you turn to?
I'd turn to Storm Team 10.
No, but you've got to say it like this. Storm Team 10. Say it with me. Storm Team 10.
What's going on?
Yeah, dude, we go on at like 11:30. It's like
No.
What do you mean no?
It's 10:30.
10:30?
Yeah, it's 10:30.
What do you mean it's 10:30?
Hey, don't touch that. That's my ladder.
Hey, man.
Whoa. You know this book was already discounted 10%?
Wow.
Wow.
Get a close-up of that one.
Matthew,
Look at that.
Can we go back inside? I want to sleep in the studio again.
A tortoise is recovering in Arizona after getting a helping hand from first responders.
He states fire and medical authority came across a Facebook post about this stranded reptile. It was stuck in a concrete canal.
Firefighters responded to the scene to see what they could do. Luckily, a turtle enthusiast was on the site.
She took the tortoise to a local rescue facility to get checked out. Which, thank God, because, I love tortoises, and you got to make sure the tortoise is safe.
Yeah, it's such a great story. I mean, a really good message there, saving the tortoise, and hopefully he can live a nice long life,
Dude,
right?
I mean, I want my own pet tortoise now. I had a pet gecko for a little bit, but he died.
That's awesome.
So, yeah.
Well, Luke, why don't you give us a final wrap-up on sports this weekend?
Oh, of course, yes. I can totally do that for you, Mike. See, tonight the Dallas Cowboys are playing the Houston Texans, and that game's already going on right now. So I don't know what you guys are still doing here. You should go watch that game right now. It's going to be great.
Well, as a Cowboys fan, I'm really excited, but that's going to be it for our report for tonight. Be sure to stay tuned for Laker Connections.
Thank you for watching, everyone.
Bye. Bye.